Welcome back to Sportsbook Review Videos. We have been rolling with our prop betting pits here over the last couple of weeks, college and NFL included. Cashed a couple of college picks on Friday night, and here we are, Sunday Night Football, Chiefs and Texans. And it's going to be a good one. I have a couple of prop betting picks here from Bovada Sportsbook. I think could hold a lot of value here tonight. We'll start off with a guy we cashed on last week, Kareem Hunt, over under 27.5 receiving yards. Of course, we cashed the over on his reception total last week. Had it at 3, I think 3.5. We got it at 4. Almost missed that one. Luckily, he got a couple of receptions late in the game. And I think this one against the Texans offense has been very good against the run. He could be used in the screen game just a little bit more. We've seen it. We haven't seen it as much after that Week 1 game where he had that big 78-yard run and touchdown against the New England Patriots. But I think Hunt's receiving total is going to be up here in this one for a couple of reasons. One is because the Texans defense has been so good against the run. They've only allowed 157 rushing yards over their last 3 games to opposing running backs, but haven't been that great against the pass here with running backs in the screen game, and with Hunt averaging just over 12 yards per catch in this one. And in fact, he's had double-digit catches in the receiving game in all 4 of his games this season. I think he could get over 27.5 in this one. All it takes is just a couple or one big one for Kareem Hunt, and he is going to go over the total here. Take it over 27.5, minus 125, Bovada Sportsbook. Next up, another guy I like on the over in his receiving yards this evening, Will Fuller at 40.5. Of course, the Texans have really put their offense all the way around DeAndre Hopkins, but last week Fuller had a nice debut after some injuries, limited his first games of the season. Made his debut last week, 4 of 6 catches, 35 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I think they'll continue to work him back into the offense and lighten the load a little bit on Hopkins. On the flip side, the Chiefs are going to pay all the attention they can against DeAndre Hopkins tonight. Of course, Lamar Miller out of the backfield could leave Fuller to have a pretty big game. And I think 40.5 receiving yards just a little bit too low for his skill set. And this one's a very talented receiver. Chiefs have also not been great against wide receivers so far this season. They limited Washington to only 106 yards from their wideouts last week, but in the 3 previous games gave up almost 200 yards receiving to the wide receivers. Now, some of that is the Chiefs playing from ahead so much, but I think part of that could be the Texans here getting healthier, playing at home. I like Will Fuller's chances to go over 40.5 tonight, taking him at minus 125 at Bovada also. Best of luck to you on both of those. We will see you back here next week for more prop betting action. And, of course, stay tuned here right here to sportsbookreview.com.